Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the broadcast of Gibault Catholic High School versus Chester High School and varsity baseball matchup. I'm not sure what the date is. Today is May May 10th, Monday. The visiting lineup, the visiting lineup for the Chester Yellow Jackets, leading off is number 6, Ethan Stump, playing left field. Batting second, playing right field, Brendan Balkman. Batting third, pitching, number 26, Hayden Gendron. Batting cleanup, playing first, number 25, Jaden Mott. Batting fifth, playing shortstop, number 35, Marcus Murphy. Batting sixth, playing third base, is number 40, Matt James. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 12, Camden Shamanik. Batting eighth, playing center field, number 7, Cooper Eggemeyer. Batting ninth, playing second base, Ethan Corando. And then the lineup for your home Gibault Catholic High School Hawks, leading off, number 4, playing shortstop, Cameron Hanvey. Batting second, the catcher, number 21, Hudson Blank. Batting third, the center fielder, number 5, Daniel Darren. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, number 7, Eli Garcia. Batting fifth, playing right field, number 23, Braden Sabo. Batting sixth, playing left field, is number 12, Ian Bollinger. Batting seventh, the DH, number 8, Nick Chambers. Nick Chambers is DHing for the pitcher, number 19, Brady Biffer. Batting eighth, playing first base, is number 28, Jude Green. Batting ninth is the second baseman, Ryan Bollinger, number 2. The Hawks take the field, and I am joined today by Eric Schrader. Eric, how you doing?
Pretty good, AJ. Nice to be back. I've missed a couple times,
A
but
couple. This is Eric's second game of the year out of our, 19 home games?
19 home games. We've
No,
only had
it's
like
been 5.
4 or 5.
And we're also joined by cameraman Mitchell Nolan. And we might be having some celebrity appearances by some former Gibault Hawks alumni, doing some analysis on maybe some Chester guys, maybe our pitcher. We've got some pretty smart guys with us, and we'll have some more appearances later on, and this will be an exciting game. Balls are coming down. The Chester Yellow Jackets, with orange on their uniform, come into this game 1-6 with an 11-9 win over Sparta, and then 6 losses to 6 different opponents. Obviously, now leading off for the Chester Yellow Jackets is Ethan Stump. First pitch is a ball low. Called strike. Brady Biffer on the mound for the Hawks. Umpire doesn't like the third pitch as he calls it a ball outside. 2-1 count. Foul back. And the 2-2 pitch is a ball in play. Little dribbler to the third baseman will feel barrel-handed but not be able to make the play. And the runner will reach first safely, and that'll bring up number 9, Brendan Balkman. You know, Eric, what I found is to be a problem for the Hawks this season is their defense. They can't go through a game without fielding
Oh,
all clean ground balls, and
it's been terrible. It has been awful. Even in their wins, the defense has just not been there. Their latest win before this game was against Alt Marquette. They won 10-3. They had 0 earned runs.
yep, and we'll get back to that on the errors and earned run situation. But first pitch is a called strike as Brady Biffer pitches to Brendan Balkman. Second pitch foul back, 0-2 count.
And now, granted, that first play, ball in the grass, it's a do or die play, tough play, but
I bet the runner still would have beat it out, but if you're barehanding it, I mean, you got to be able to put your hand on the ball,
right.
especially with the ball going that slow. Runner goes, strikes out, little hit and run action. The catcher will throw it into the outfield. The runner will go to third. Daniel Darren will field the ball. Runner will be up at third safely. So the Yellow Jackets will move a runner to third, and that'll bring up number 26, Hayden Gendron, with only one out and a runner on third early in the top of the first for the Yellow Jackets. We are tied 0-0.
And right there, you can already see that our defense just lagging. Our catcher can't make a throw down a second.
No, even if our guys would have been there, it's 15 feet to the right. That pitch is in play. Pop fly to the left fielder. He'll get a late read on it, but he'll be able to make the catch. Runner will stay at third. That'll be 2 outs now for the Yellow Jackets. Now up is cleaning hitter Jaden Mott. This is a big boy. In a cleanup spot, this guy looks like he could do some damage.
Ooh. Bang
First
play there at home plate. Freshman Brady Bifford not doing a good job of covering the plate there.
Nope. First pitch was a curveball sent over the catcher's head, and the runner went. Brady did not cover, and the runner is safe. So the Yellow Jackets take an early 1-0 lead here on the Hawks in the top of the first with 2 outs. Cleanup man Jaden Mott up to bat.
And there,
Called strike.
and there, that wild throw into center comes back to bite him in the butt.
Gendron hitting .375 with 8 hits and 12 plate appearances. Ball being played to the third baseman who will field it cleanly. And he will make the throw for the third out of the inning. That'll take us to the bottom of the first. The Yellow Jackets lead 1-0. Back to the errors and bad defense. Against Columbia, we lost 9-6, I believe, and I think we only gave up 4 earned runs. So if you're talking about earned runs, and we win 6-4. And it's just the defense has been killing them, especially against the good opponents. I mean, no one was expecting. I don't think we weren't expecting big things from this program going into this year, and I think they exceeded our expectations. But the defense has been killing them, and I think if the defense would have been there for them in some games,
The record would
I
be,
think
the record look a lot better.
we'd be
if the
looking at a
defense had been there.
way better record. Because the pitching's been there, the offense has been there, which has been a surprise to us. I've seen smart base running. There's been some bad base running errors, but nothing that's cost the game. The big game causes has been defense, lack of communication,
Right.
and a lack of chemistry. Pitching today for the Yellow Jackets is number 26, Hayden Gendron. And stepping into the batter's box for the Hawks here in the bottom of the first is number 4, Cameron Hanvey. First pitch will be a bunt and play. The first baseman slips and won't be able to make the play. Cameron Henry will reach first safely.
We know Coach Berghager loves that kind of play.
Yep. I don't know if you can score that as an error. He slipped. That's a natural thing. It's not like he did anything wrong. So you got to score that as an infield single for Cameron Henry.
That was definitely a base hit.
Yep.
Even if the pitcher bobbed that a little bit and still got off a throw, I think Cameron's still safe with his speed.
Yep. Now stepping in for the Hawks is number 21, Hudson Blank. First pitch, ball high. Runner goes. Called strike. Henry will be its second safely when the catcher doesn't even attempt to throw it. That'll be another stolen base for Cameron Henry. Easy. I wouldn't mind to see him try stealing for third. You still have not seen the catcher's arm, so early in the game, might as well. The 1-1 pitch. Ball outside. Off speed missed. The 2-1 pitch is going to be a line drive. Base hit to the right fielder. Cameron Henry will get to third. And he'll round it hard, but not go home. So the Hawks will get runners on third and first with no one out, and that'll bring up number 5, Daniel Darren.
You know, you were talking, you would have liked to see Cameron possibly take third there. If Cameron had stolen there and he
would have scored.
Has that still hit,
And he did hesitate a bit because he didn't know if the ball would be down or not, so he just stayed. Even if he didn't hesitate, I think he still would have made it home.
Yeah.
But on that play, you have to hesitate. Tough where you don't know. And this is the right guy to have up in the spot. The first pitch is a strike.
So far early, we've seen the pitcher favoring his curveball.
Yep, let the off-speed hang in there. Still called for a strike, but I think if he would have swung, it would have been a deforestation in left and right center. Runner goes to second, but it will hit him, so it will not count as a stolen base. That'll load the bases, and that'll bring up cleanup hitter Eli Garcia. Let's see if he can get out the Lysol and do some cleaning up. After giving a run in the first, I'm sure the Hawks are happy here to have no outs and to have bases loaded. First pitch will be fouled back. The 0-1 pitch is a strike swing.
Fooled there.
As he was a bit early for the movie there.
Good coaching by Coach Berghager down at first base.
Yep. Though 2 pitch will be fouled out of play. Line drive, just not timed right. Looks like Eli Garcia's on it. He just needs to fix his timing. And we might be looking at a nice little base knock here.
Get a couple RBIs.
And there's the timing where the ball will be driven in play. It'll be down towards left center. Everyone will just move up. Hudson Blank will be out trying to get to third on the tag up. But Cameron Henry will score. That'll tie us at 1-1.
Really bad read there by him on second. He needs to know that's down in the gap.
So now it is 1-1 here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting number 23, Braden Shable.
That'll bring up number 23, Braden Sabo. The first pitch will be a ball. Runners go, the ball will be in play. Runners run back, the right fielder gets under it, and he'll make the squeeze for the second out of the inning. Braden Sable flies out to the right fielder as runners stay at second and first. That'll bring up number 12, Ian Bollinger. Runners on second and first for the Hawks. It's tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. He'll attempt to pick off, but it'll fool absolutely no one. Called strike.
Let's see if Ian can get a knock here. Maybe pick up a teammate.
Let's hope. But already a good job by the Hawks after giving up one they didn't want to give up early in the game to get it back here. The 1-1 pitch will be a worm food ball. And another missed curveball that he leaves hanging. His pitching arsenal, he bought a 12-pack of hangers from Great Value. And those are his curveballs so far today.
Curveballs.
And a lot of hangers.
Yep.
But it's good to see Gibault laying off him. And the 3-1 pitch will be fouled back. Might be 2-2, not sure. I'm not good at this. I'm not very good at this math thing. Lefty comes to the stretch, and the pitch is a strike swing, and that'll end the first inning. The Hawks and Yellow Jackets are tied at 1. Now stepping in for the Yellow Jackets, still colored orange, is number 35, Marcus Murphy.
Another big boy for the Chester Yellow Jackets.
Yep. Big boy versus small boy. As we mentioned in previous broadcasts from Brady Throws, he's not the biggest, but you don't have to be the biggest. He's very effective still on the mound. He had a really good game against Althoff. That pitch will be put in play. Left fielder Chase Schrader will get, Daniel will get under the center fielder. He'll make the squeeze for the first out of the top of the second, and that'll bring up number 40, Matt James.
Oh,
First pitch will be in play. It'll be a line drive down. He tries to go for extra bases, but our shortstop, he'll get the extra bases. It'll be a single in E6. I just got word from our scorekeeper, who will be scorekeeping it as a double. That'll bring him number 12, Camden Shamanic. The Yellow Jackets have a runner on second with one out. This is the second inning in a row they've had runners in scoring positions with less than 2 outs. A pitch would be a strike, foul tip.
tough play in foul ball territory.
Ball in play. Jude Green gets under, makes a squeeze for the second out of the inning. The runner stays at second. And that'll bring him number 7, Cooper Eggemeyer.
Batting number 7, Cooper Eggemeyer.
We got a little lefty versus lefty matchup as the Hawks and the Yellow Jackets both threw out a lefty today. First pitch to Eggemeyer will be ball in play. PFP to Brady Biffer, who'll step and throw and make the play for the third out of the top of the second. That'll bring us to the bottom of the second. Yellow Jackets and Hawks are tied at 1.
Ball was at his eyes and he swung at it.
Yeah, he liked the high pitch. He wanted to take the high pitch even higher, but instead he took it lower and drove it into the ground. Leading off for the Hawks this inning will be DH number 8, Nicholas Chambers.
Batting number 8, Nick Chambers.
Nick Chambers has been a frequent DH here for the Hawks this season. First pitch will be ripped foul. Third baseman can't make or third base coach Andy Scare can't make the play. The 1 pitch Foul back. The 0-2 pitch
Ooh.
will be a strike, swinging his head flies out. That'll bring up number 228, Jude Green.
Kid said, here's a fastball. Hit it. Blew it right past him.
Now batting number 28, Jude Green.
It'll be good for the Hawks, who have a couple lefties in their lineup versus this left-handed pitcher here. First pitch will be a ball. When the 1-0 pitch will be a curveball to make it 2-0.
Here we have a good chance to see what the Hawks can do with the bottom of the lineup, bringing to the top. You know, Scare loves that.
Scare thinks the winner of the baseball game always has an advantage instead of the 7, 8, 9 hitters. The 2-1 pitch will be a swing and a miss. The 2-1 pitch misses high to make it a 3-1 count.
See some hacks here?
I wouldn't mind it. Padre hack. 3-1 pitch will be fouled back. Full count.
Now Jude's got to expand the zone a little bit. 3-2. Got to be protecting with everything. Close.
Jude Green will walk. That'll bring up bottom of the lineup, number 2, Ryan Bollinger. Hawks have a runner on first with one out here in the bottom of the second, tied at 1 with the Chester Yellow Jackets.
Now batting number 2, Ryan Bollinger.
First pitch will be in play, a double play ball, 6-4, nothing going at 3. Yellow Jackets will only get 1 as Ryan Bollinger will reach first safely. That'll bring up top of lineup number 4, Cameron Hanvey, as the Hawks have 2 outs and a runner on first. Cameron reached in the first inning off of a bunt single.
And then with that, he used his speed, stole second base, and then came around to score a
Yep.
couple batters later.
Got a lefty versus lefty matchup here. Third baseman is still back. I would lay one down here. Third baseman is just now crashing, and he's not even crashing that much. Still at the edge of the dirt. I'm definitely laying one down here. They will try to pick off one of the most harmless runners in the Hawks lineup, Ryan Bollinger.
Pitcher almost threw it away, too.
Yep. Runner goes. And then nails him. That'll give us a runner on first and second for the Hawks, as number 21, Hudson Blank, comes up to bat.
Luckily, that probably wouldn't do too much damage to Cameron Hanvey. Curveball. Nothing too much to worry about.
Made of
getting hit in
steel,
the head.
too.
Maybe it'd knock some sense into him.
Hopefully. Maybe he'll bunt next time then. Runners on first and second, and
Now let's see if the Hawks can get a little bit of a 2-out rally going. Maybe break this tie early.
yep, especially with the heart of your lineup coming up. First pitch will be a ball in the dirt. Runners stay. Second pitch will be a ball. Another ball. 3-0 count. 3-0, maybe pull Fernando Tatis Jr., hit a 3-0 home run.
I think there's a big difference between Fernando Tatis and Hudson Blank.
I don't think there is. Well, yeah, Hudson Blank's better defensively.
Oh, it's a bold take.
Smart take. First strike of that bat. 3-1 now. Runner goes.
Oh,
Hudson
nice
Blank
little
walks.
double steal by Bo and Cameron.
Yep. That'll load the bases. That'll bring him number 5, the 3-hitter, Daniel Darren.
Now batting number 5, Daniel Darren.
Bases juiced, 2 outs for the 3-hitter. Get to a 3-2 count.
AJ, this is something interesting. I've been watching last inning and this inning. It looks like the Chester coach has been calling the pitches so far this game.
Sometimes as a pitcher, or sometimes as a coach, when you don't trust your catcher, you got to do that. And I know sometimes even Gibault he'll call 1 or 2 pitches here and there, but he
Occasionally.
won't call the whole game. Because as a catcher, if you're calling the whole game, you do have to have some baseball IQ. First pitch will be a strike swinging. Daniel Darren looks like he wanted to do some damage with that strike, or with that swing.
Looked like he just wanted to do too much there. He's got bases loaded, 2 outs. Just need a base hit here. Score 2. And you're going back. Talking about catching. Luckily, in the past years, Gibault had good trust in their catcher.
They're the best small school catcher in the area. And there it is, the base hit. That'll score 2. Eric Schrader predicted it, almost like we're at Bally Sports.
Just call me Brad Thompson.
Yep. That'll score 2, but the Hawks will take a 3-1 lead. And now, as Daniel Darren gets the base knocked out, we'll have runners on second and first with 2 outs, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, number 7, Eli Garcia. Eli Garcia, the Quincy commit. Speaking of Quincy, we got Quincy baseball player Tim Reinhold's in attendance.
Maybe
First pitch will be
maybe
fouled
he
back.
could be one of our celebrity appearances later
Oh, we
in the
will
game.
have a celebrity appearance, no doubt about it.
The Gibault Baseball Celebrity Hotline.
If you want to call the Gibault Celebrity Baseball Hotline, just call 618-340-8139. And we will get you in on line 3. First pitch is a ball away. It'll be a passed ball, and the runners will advance. The Hawks now have runners on third and second with 2 outs, as they have a 3-1 lead on the Yellow Jackets here in the bottom of the second. Foul ball. People walking up need to watch out, as we might have to get Bob Minery to commentate on that incident. Track the baseball. Good advice from Coach Steve Bergtegger. If I had to give my hitter advice, I'd tell him to hit a home run.
That put the Hawks up big. That'd be a big inning. Oh, AJ? AJ?
And
AJ?
the ball will be driven. Oh, it'll be a
Oh.
one hop the fence, but it'll score two. Eli Garcia will be up a second safely.
That would have been a
That'd have been a
good
Valley Force
prediction,
moment.
my friend. You know, that was a good swing too. That was a curveball, sat on it, drove
Yep. Maybe he'll stop throwing his curveball twice in that bat here, and that'll bring up Mr. Save a Horse Rider Cowboy Braden Sabo. Hawks are up 5-1 with a runner on second and 2 outs. First pitch will be a strike swinging.
it. Looking like Sabo's trying to follow up Eli's hit with that mighty hack.
Eli's definitely trying to fill the shoes, and he's like, if you didn't go deeper, that just means I have to. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled back to make it 0-2.
Oh, 2 here. I wouldn't be surprised if that was curveball.
I don't even know what he threw there. Maybe a changeup.
It was slow.
It was slow, but that will be fouled back. As Sabo is fighting, Sabo just wants to get on base here and wants to rip a ball.
I think this pitcher has been taking a page out of Zach Greinke's curveball. Just lob it in there.
Almost Zach Greinke's hair, too.
Oh,
Another ball fouled back. Heads up.
there's
That
a
ball will be
drive
driven
by
in play.
Braden
It'll be
Sabo.
down fair. Eli Garcia will score easily. Sabo will try to stretch it into double, and he'll get down safely. Back-to-back doubles for the Hawks, make it a 6-1 lead. That'll bring number 12, Ian Bollinger. Runner on second. 2 outs for the Hawks as they have a 6-1 lead in the bottom of the second.
And you know, Scare loves that. One of his favorite quotes is double, double, get a run.
Yep.
Here's our Chevy call. Nope, Chevy.
Good talk, Eric. You know, we'll do a, let's see here. We'll do a Papenburg Farms call of the bullpen.
You know, AJ, this weather's been pretty nice for a baseball game.
It has been. I mean, it's like 65 degrees, but it feels nice.
Yeah,
If
not
the
too-
sun was out, I might have gotten a tan on. Might have pulled my shorts up a bit and just tan my thighs. You never know.
Hey, summer's up. Summer's upon us.
Got to get the
Let's get
summer
in
tan.
there. Is your beach body ready?
Oh, no. Not even close. The 0-0 pitch will be driven foul. There'll be a line drive to the center fielder. Ball will be down. Braden Sabo cooks around the base, and so does Ian Bollinger cooks to second base. One would almost say he is speeding. And fun fact, did you know the first person convicted of speeding was only going 8 miles an hour?
It's a fun fact.
Fun fact of
I
the
learn
day.
something new every single day, AJ.
Now up is DH number 8, Nick Chambers. This back-to-back-to-back doubles for the Hawks.
I wouldn't want to be the one to ruin the streak here. So Chambers needs to get a big hit. Or, maybe he can just finally put one over. And he can just say, I did it, not you guys. Oh!
First pitch will
Little
be a line drive to the shortstop, who will squeeze it for the third out of the inning. We will go into the top of the third. Score is 7-1.
And right now in the around the Waterloo area, we got a bit of a traffic jams. If you're coming to the game northbound on Route 3, it's a rush hour, so a lot of traffic there. So be careful. And then we've have confirmation that on Main Street in Waterloo, there's a pack of turtles trying to cross the street. Cars are held up, not trying to run them over. Love to hear that.
I even heard that cars are all the way back to Valmeyer because that family of turtles. I heard it's a big family.
Valmeyer. Maybe the turtles got cousins in Valmeyer.
Maybe they do. Maybe they're going to family reunion.
If they got a family reunion in June, it's about time that they leave. By the time they get there, it'd be close to time.
Leading off for the Yellow Jackets is Ethan Corando. First pitch, not really sure what it was.
It was a strike.
It was a strike. The 0-1 pitch. It's a ball in play. The shortstop Cameron Hanby will get under and squeeze it for the first out of the top of the third. That'll bring up the top of the lineup, number 6, Ethan Stumpy.
It was good for Brady Bifford to get that quick out, especially at that long inning. First base coach hadn't even gotten out to the first base yet.
Brady's more efficient.
Brady is being very efficient
Efficiency
today.
is key.
Oh, and it looks like we got a bit of a action in the Chester bullpen.
Ball. High. Foul back. And the fourth pitch is in play. Shortstop fields it cleanly. Drew Green makes a scoop for the second out of the inning. Good to see the Hawks having clean defense when they're up.
Now batting number 9.
That was a good play starting with Cameron going back in the hole, making a tough play, and with Jude picking that ball. It was bang bang.
That'll bring up number 9, Brendan Bachman. First pitch will be in play. Up the middle will be a base hit. Bachman will round the corner, but nothing going. That'll bring up the 3-hitter, number 26, Hayden Gendron.
Batting number 26, Hayden Gendron.
Last time up to plate, he flied out to left field, so maybe Brady can get similar result, get out of this inning, and then go back and hit.
Runner goes on the first pitch, which is a ball, and the runner's up safely with a stolen base.
So far with guys on, Brady Bifford has been a little bit predictable. Coming set, only giving one look, and then going. Maybe needs to give a couple looks next time.
First pitch again, John's at bat will be a line drive to the shortstop, who will squeeze it for the third out of the inning.
And Chester has a pitching change into the game is now Hayden Roth. Number 8 is now pitching for the Chester Jackets. Hopefully we can see the Hawks do some more damage on him like they did the last pitcher. And now's a good chance for the Hawks to put some more numbers up on the scoreboard. They got Jude Green and then Ryan Bollinger, and then they got Top.
Leading off for the Hawks in the bottom of the third is number 28, Jude Green. First pitch will be an absolute behemoth of a hack to make it an 0-1 count.
Blew that right past Jude. Just after that pitch, it certainly looks like this kid's throwing very much harder than their starting pitcher.
The 0-1 pitch is a ball in the dirt. Second pitch, ball high, 2-1 count. You know, this pitcher brings in a little bit of velocity, so it's a bit of swing power. And especially with the increased pitch velocity now, we might be able to see a dinger today.
Could possibly.
Maybe even this at bat. And the windup is a ball in the dirt, and it's a walk. Jude Green takes first base on a walk. Now for the Hawks, number 2, Ryan Bollinger, runner on first and no outs here in the bottom of the third. First pitch will be a ball down, excuse me. The 1-0 pitch is a strike. This umpire likes the high and inside strikes, so Gibault needs to adjust to that.
Bo didn't like that high and inside one. You could hear some of the same questioning from the fans.
1-1 pitch. There's another high inside pitch. It's a 2-ball, but it'll be an error on the second baseman. Jude will get to third. Jude was cooking. Call him Chef Boyardee. That'll bring up leadoff hitter number 4, Cameron Hanvey, who has had an at-bat every inning. And I believe Cameron's reached twice.
Yeah.
He got hit in the second and infield single in the first. First pitch to leadoff hitter Cameron Hanvey will be a foul ball.
Each time Cam's gotten on base, he's also stolen a base and then come around to score. See that speed in action.
So if he gets on base here, I think that's just a sign, especially with no outs here for the Hawks.
Love to see something happen.
But if he gets on, no one scores here, he won't have a base to steal. So we'll see.
Right.
We'll see what can happen.
But then you got 2, 3, 4.
Correct. And after 4, you won't believe we got 5.
Oh, math.
Runner goes. Pass ball. Drew Green will go. And he will score. Speed kills.
Good base running there. Bo takes off for second. Ball in the dirt. Jude scores, and then while the catcher's still fumbling around, Bo sees that, he advances to third.
You know, it reminds me of the movie Turbo. A snail cooking and a snail going fast. And then Ryan Bollinger advances to third. So now if Cameron Hanvey gets on, he will have a base to steal.
Knowing you, if you were coaching, would you use suicide squeeze?
Suicide squeeze all day.
AJ, you love your suicide squeeze.
Especially in high school, a lot of the defenses, they're just not ready for it, especially at the small school level.
And here
Look
with
at the
speed,
third baseman.
you know Cameron's a good bunter.
Yeah, and look at the third baseman. He'd probably feel it and try throwing to first.
It would certainly be interesting.
And he's playing even with the bag. Playing, I'm laying a butt down, and I'm getting a second on that one. But Cameron Hanvey has obviously been eating his carrots as he sees another ball.
Counts now 3-1.
31.
Would love to see Cameron barrel the ball here.
3-1 dinger to the left center foul pole.
Oh, and instead we see a ball that just almost
Just
the
a bit
back spot.
outside.
Man, if I had to guess here, I'll
Ru-
put money on it. That
Runner
Cameron
on first and
steals.
third. Cameron Hanvey's on first. Go ahead and call the sheriff's department because he's stealing. That'll bring up number 21, Hudson Blank. Rumor has it that we might see a post-game interview from Hudson Blank. Oh, and runner goes. What a shocker.
Doesn't even draw a throw.
Nope. That'll be runners on third and second now. And that'll be driven down. Base hit, it'll score 2. That'll score 2. It'll be 9-1.
AJ, we could see a short game here soon.
We could see, we might as well. Number 3, Chase Schrader will courtesy run.
Daniel Darren.
That'll bring him number 5, Daniel Darren. Number 8 will step on the rubber. Hayden Roth. Comes set and goes. First pitch is strike swinging.
Again, Daniel Darren looking like he's just trying to kill a ball. Again, last time he got a nice little single, drove in a couple of runs.
Another lefty up. I'm telling you, we're going to see an Apataca home run today, Eric. Runner goes. He'll try to get in, but runner will be up safely. So now there's a runner on second. And no outs for the Hawks.
Telling you now, with the guy on second, nice little poke.
Now it's time
I'll
to
score him.
the wound's cut open. Now time is just to step in it and make it hurt. It'll be a ball high. Daniel Darren will take first.
AJ, you want to call this one again?
I'll just predict. I'll predict the walk.
Okay.
They don't call me Mystic Mac for nothing. They call me. I'm Conor McGregor, Mystic Mac.
Oh.
Now batting number 7, Eli Garcia.
And this call of the bullpen is sponsored by Papenburg Farms, the best pig, cow, beef, pork, chicken farms. You know, I think if the Hawks get a runner on, they might steal a base here.
You know, they've had a lot of stolen bases. They've had success.
And Coach Garrett loves stolen bases, especially in this situation.
And a new pitcher, they might catch him lacking a little bit.
And I believe, yeah, this was the right fielder, number 9, Brendan Bachman. Hopefully he doesn't pitch like his last name, because then we would be seeing a lot of balks.
And currently, we're having some technical difficulties getting double digits up on our scoreboard, but currently it is 10-1. 10-1, folks, in the third inning. Hawks are up 9. Maybe get a double steal here, AJ.
Oh,
Keep the
it would
pressure
definitely
on.
be a double steal, especially after the talk Coach Garrett just had. They're going to be stealing bases like crazy. And the first pitch will be it'll be a double play. Line drive to the shortstop as the runner freezes and won't get back to second. That's a nice play there for Chester to get 2 quick outs.
Now batting number 23, Braden Sable.
That'll bring him number 23, Braden Sabo, with 1 runner on and 2 outs for the Hawks, as they are up 10-1 here in the bottom of the third.
Now with 2 outs, AJ, maybe we can see another 2-out rally like we did last inning. And there we have it, folks. We got the 10 runs up on the scoreboard.
Shout out to the best media camera computer man, Mitchell Nolan. That'll be a ball.
There we go. Love to
As
see
Daniel
it.
Darren
Stolen
will
base
steal
by
second.
Daniel Darren.
Because we know Coach Garrett just loves stealing in these situations this late in the game. Braden's able to foul off his chest, and it won't even phase him because he's a man of steel. Runner on second increases his lead. And the pitch. Tried the corner and missed.
And you notice here, AJ with 2 strikes, Braden Sabo choking up on the bat just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Maybe we can see another poke from Braden Sabo. Maybe score another run that'll put the Hawks up 10.
Another one.
Another one.
Ball low, runner goes. Bold strategy caught, and let's see how it pays off for him. He will be up safely.
That'll be another stolen base for Daniel Darren.
And that is the one run the Hawks need, so maybe if the catcher wouldn't mind leaving a pass ball. And And another ball as Braden Sable will take first. That'll put us in another first and third situation. That'll bring number 12, Ian Bollinger.
First and third here. Maybe get Sabo running a little bit.
A double
Haven't-
steal.
Haven't really seen a good catching performance on throws, so maybe get a wild throw into center and Daniel can score easily.
That'll be a pass ball. Daniel Darren will go halfway, but he will run back. But Braden Sable will take second.
You know, that backstop will get you bounce back really fast.
Love to see the aggression on the base pass.
Oh, and folks, we might get a at-bat appearance from the Brady Biffer.
The squirrel. What was his nickname? The squirrel.
I think they call him the Squirrel. All I know is Chester pitcher better watch out. I hear those kids from Hecker can rake.
Well, 1 out of 3. I heard the Caleb Groman and the Eric Schrader kid aren't very good at baseball. I was watching their batting practice and Brady ripped a couple. Exit velocity at least had to be 30. He had one that almost nailed me, and I was standing way past right on the right field foul line. But
maybe
my Prince
maybe if
Charming
he gets
Nick
a-
Chambers came and saved me.
maybe the next time in his BP we can get some Statcast numbers.
Oh yeah.
Bring those to the fans next home game. And a good eye by Ian, letting Daniel know not to advance to home.
And Ian Bollinger's still up to bat. As he'll drive one in play, right to the shortstop who's shifted to the left. But Ian Bollinger will run it out. And it'll score 2 runs. And the pitcher, Brady Biffer, will hit for himself. Oh, he just pointed his bat to the fence. He is going to look to drive a home run here.
This, folks, will be all power if he puts one out.
All
There's
power.
no wind.
I'm pitching around him here. I'm not risking him putting one into contact on one because if he hits it, if he puts the bat on it, that ball's going out. Peterstown House needs to put up a fence because they're in trouble. And folks, I don't know if you can hear it because I don't know if our mics will pick it up, but the crowd is going nuts. Everyone's on their feet and clapping. They are excited to see this at bat. One fan even has a big poster of Brady Biffer's head and is waving it back and forth.
You know, AJ, from what I can tell from these home games, it looks like Brady Biffer's a fan favorite.
Oh, he is a fan favorite. The crowd just goes nuts for him. And Brady sees a called strike as the bench encourages him to quote unquote rip that baseball, Mr. Biffer. Pitcher comes set on the 1-1 pitch. It'll be a
Oh,
foul ball back.
that was a hack, AJ.
That was a hack and a half. If that ball was just a bit higher, he would have taken the high pitch to the moon.
It's a pretty high launch angle.
And we know
We
first
know.
base coach Steve Burkheader loves the launch angle,
His launch angle.
especially at this age.
We could even ask Gibault alum Mark Brands about how much Coach Berger loves the launch angle.
It'll be a drop third strike. That'll bring us to the top of the fourth. Gibault is a 12-1 lead. Chester is in jeopardy in 2 innings of being short gamed. And this is the weather report. The in between the fourth and the fifth inning, our weather report. It looks like we've got some foggy cloud. I'm not a weatherman, but some foggy clouds moving in from left center Polish. And they will be moving in westbound, and temperatures will drop to a negative 17 degrees tonight here in Waterloo. And rumor has it that Santa's coming early, and it might snow. It might snow a bit. If you ask John Reed, who walks around Waterloo, he says it's going to snow.
Whose fault would it be?
Whose fault would it be? The Cardinals won.
In the first bat of the inning, we got ball 1 from Brady Biffer. And here again, would be key thing for Brady Biffer to stay efficient this inning, as he just had another long inning to sit and rest. But he did just get an at bat, so maybe he's got the blood flowing. But who knows? Maybe he'll have another quick inning. We can go. Hawks can go in and hit. And then who knows? Maybe we can even get a short game. As the strike there from Brady brings us now to 1 and 2. Brady looking to put him away here. And there it is. Blew it right past him. Strike 3 swinging from Jaden. And now bringing up Marcus Murphy. Ball 1 there to Murphy. But so far this game, Biffer has had multiple long innings to just sit, but he hasn't let it affect him. There it is. That brings it back to 1 and 1 with the swinging strike. There, ground ball into the third base shortstop hole. Cameron Hamby gets it. Long stretch for Daniel, but doesn't make the play. Good backup there from Hudson Blank. Tough play there for Cameron Hamby. Makes a good throw, but again, Daniel's got to stretch out there to make the play close and doesn't come up with it, but good backup by Hudson Blank. And after that long stretch, Coach Scarce wants to know if Daniel's okay, and he goes, just stretching, Coach. Next batter gets a foul ball. Brings it to 0-1. Got a call time from catcher Hudson Blank, looking like that pitch may have crossed him up a little bit. Maybe they're just going over the signs real quick, make sure they know where they're at. But with 1 out, get a ground ball here. Turn 2, get out of the inning real quick. ball in the dirt. The batter looking at his third base coach, get the signs. Maybe we see something happening. Chester down big. Maybe looking to make something happen. Ooh, ball low. Ump wanted it just up a little more. I think that brings it to 3-1. Whew. And another really close pitch that doesn't go Biffer's way. Walks that batter. And now with guys on first and second, we got one out. There, a ball that goes foul brings it 0-1. Ball high from Biffer. Ball up the middle, the batter, right to Sabo, but he bobbles it and kicks it around. Guy scores from second. Now that brings Gibault lead to 12-2. But again, Biffer is in no trouble. They still got the big lead. Just got to get a ground ball here. Turn two. They'll be out of it. Nothing too much to worry about. I just want to see Biffer going right at this guy. Don't start pitching around him. Just go right at the guy. Hitting is hard. Get him chasing something maybe. Get a ground ball. There's your ground ball, folks, and it's booted by Eli Garcia as it goes right past him. And then he lets the ball go right past him, not paying attention. Now the bases are loaded. Here all game, folks. The Gibault defense has been solid, but now it's starting to fall apart a little bit. As Coach Andy Scare goes out to have a mound visit, maybe calm down freshman Brady Biffer just a little bit, maybe talk to his defense. But again, even with bases loaded, it's still 12-2 Gibault with one out. And often during this time in play, we got a couple of Gibault alum asking Coach Berghager for seeds, and he's just telling them no. I guess maybe he doesn't like this bunch of alumni. Oh, but I'm getting word that he did say yes, but only after he finishes all the seeds. They can have the bag. Never mind. He throws a bag of seeds at him. No one looking and just throws it right at their faces. But here, after Coach Scare talks to him, maybe we can see some calmness from the pitcher and the defense. Ooh. And Biffer's not getting that low call from the ump. That brings it to 1-0 on this batter. And that one's just a bit lower. He's got to bring it up just a bit. That brings it to 2-0. And again, like I said before, Bifford really just needs to go right at these hitters. The score is 12-2. Just go right at them. It's going to take a lot of damage to bring them in. As there's a ball into right field, and that's down for a fair ball. That is not what the Hawks wanted. As two guys come around to score, and they stop the runner at third, so now it is second and third with only one out, and that brings it to 12-4. Chester Jackets coming alive here in the fourth inning.
Now batting number 6, Ethan Stump.
These errors earlier in the inning is really coming back to haunt Biffer and the Hawks. As there's a strike for Biffer. Ooh, that one looked to be in the same spot, but the ump didn't think so. That's a little lower. Brings the count to 1-1. And with that pitch, the count is now 2-1. Pitch looked to be a little up and into the lefty. And who knows, maybe that long inning of sit and rest for young Brady Biffer is coming back to haunt him. And another pitch that's just a little in. The ump didn't like it. That one brings it to 3-1. Biffer and Blank finally get a call to make it full count. The batter there looked like he was about to walk down to first base. He thought that last pitch was a ball four, but that brings it to a full count with one out. And there he fouls it off. Now he's got to protect a little more. And Biffer there throws it way up. Now walks a guy. And with the next batter, Biffer starts him off with another strike. There we go with that pitch. Brings it to 1-2 with the pitch before that being a ball. Biffer finally getting that low call with that one. Maybe we can see a pitch here, strike him out. Ooh, almost do, but the batter just fouls it off. And back joining us is AJ Thompson.
Sorry, folks. Duty calls.
It's all right. And with this pitch, goes up a little high, trying to get the batter to chase, but he doesn't. That brings it to 2-2 now. I don't know. Maybe Biffer is tiring here. I don't know. I don't know what went on in that conversation between him and Scare and the rest of the defense, but they need to figure it out here soon, or it could be a bad ending for the Hawks. And there's a
That'll be a
ball into
bomb
right
play.
field. Looks like a tough play, and it drops. That'll score at least one. And the throw from right field gets the runner out at second base. I guess the guy was staying at first, thinking that he was going to catch it, but either way, they still got it out. But a run did score. That brings it to 12-5 now, and the Hawks now have 2 outs. And that one just a little bit in. That brings it to 2-0. Hawks should really use another out here to go back in and hit. Guys are on first and third with 2 outs. There's a foul with the runner moving from first to second, but he's got to come back now. And that was a nice play there by Bollinger going back. And now going into the bottom of the fourth, it is now 12-5 Hawks. Hopefully they can keep some of their magic going and get the bats rolling. And now a new batter for the Hawks is Chase Schrader. And Chase with his first at bat of the night gets a ball low. And another ball low that makes it 2-0. And batting, Chase Schrader's batting for Jude Green as he hits a hard ground ball third, but the third baseman gets it and throws him out at first base. There's the first out in the inning. And here, Ryan Bollinger up to bat. And there's ball one to Bollinger. Ball two low in the dirt. And the Hawks looked like they got Nick Chambers. Or Jude Green? Jude Green warming up in the bullpen. As Bo hits a line drive up the middle for a base hit. And that brings the order back up to the top with Cameron Hanvey, who has reached base all 3 times. And all 3 times he has had a stolen base and he has scored, folks. I don't care. And now a little mound visit between the pitcher and the catcher. I don't care. Okay, that's fine. I'll do fine. I'll do as they try to pick off Ryan Bollinger, but it is unsuccessful. They've tried that multiple times, and it has been unsuccessful each time. And another one. I don't know what these Chester pitchers are trying to do here. Gibault still gets a big lead off. And as he takes off for second base and gets a throw, but he gets in there standing as the ball goes into center field, but he does not advance. Yeah. And the pitch to Hanvey was a ball. Good to see the Hawks being still being aggressive in this game.
And especially when it's the bottom of the fourth and you gave up your 10-run lead.
Yeah, you got
put
to
the
get
third
that back
runs back.
somehow. As Bo is getting another big lead, but he gets back to second base. As Hanvey pops up to left fielder. And the left fielder catches it for the second out of the inning. Left fielder looked like he had a trouble finding that ball, but he did catch it. And that brings up freshman Hudson Blank. Hudson, last at bat, hit a single to right field that drove in 2 runs. It was part of that big inning for the Hawks.
He's just more part of a big inning, but he's part of a big game for the Hawks, offensively.
True. As again, they try to pick off Ryan Bollinger, but again, they're unsuccessful. Bo claps hand, maybe trying to get the pitcher's attention a little bit. And he gets the pitcher's attention in another pickoff attempt, but again it fails.
I mean, what we see a lot with Bo, whether he's on the mound, whether he's in the box, or whether he's on the base path, is he loves to play the mind games with the other team.
He loves getting into the other team's mind and just starting to mess with them.
Which baseball is a game of 70% mentality, so I don't mind that at all.
And another ball low from the pitcher.
And you can see the catcher's kind of rattled at what what Ryan's doing on the base path as he just tries to make Ryan get back as he fakes a throw.
Honestly, I don't know why the pitcher keeps worrying about him. There's 2 outs. He's gotten 2 quicker outs, and they need to get out of this inning before it blows up in their faces like it has when they face this middle of the order for the Hawks. And another ball low. Looked like he tried the curveball there and missed. Another ball low that takes it to 3-0. I really don't know what this pitcher's doing. Just go right at him. You got 2 outs.
You know, as Hudson here, you can't swing the bat because you need those 3 runs. So
And Bollinger takes off on a very questionable call from the umpire, but nonetheless, it is now 3-1.
and Hudson's not phased. He still kept his bat on his shoulder. Just sat back and relaxed. I'm still keeping my bat on my shoulder here, and then once I get 2 strikes, is when I'll protect. But then again, I never played baseball, so don't take my word for it.
Hey, you appeared in an All-Star game one time.
Sure.
There is ball 4 in the dirt.
And the crowd goes wild.
You might be able to hear it in the background. Now that brings in Daniel Darren with guys on first and third. And based off the game trends, wouldn't be surprised if Hudson Blank tries to steal second here. A lot of stolen bases in the game for the Hawks. It's been part of their success. As I get a nod of approval from Ian Bollinger.
Who wants to shout out his grandpa, who's watching from another stolen base.
On the pitch, Daniel gets hit, and
That's
what a
his
surprise.
second time getting
Hudson
hit?
was there stealing on that pitch.
Second time getting hit? Or was it Cameron got hit once? Someone else got hit. There's been 3 hits batters.
So now we got bases loaded for senior Eli Garcia. Earlier in the game, he hit a ball off the wall that came very close to going out, and that was almost called by my partner, A.J. Thompson. But now with 2 outs, maybe he can get a rally going, put some runs up on the board. Hawks certainly, as time is called by the ump, and apparently there was a balk by the pitcher.
Blocked by Balkman.
So that means that we score a run there. Ryan Bollinger comes around to score, and that makes it 13-5 Hawks. The Hawks are still threatening now with guys on second and third. Would love to see Eli barrel a ball and at least get a single anywhere. We'll score 2. The left fielder is playing very deep. And as I said, he hits it into left field, and that'll score 2 runs. And the left fielder boots it, but it keeps it in front of him, and Eli tries to take second base, and for some reason is cut off by the shortstop.
He'll be the
So
second person
Eli
the rest
turns
of
that
the meeting.
single into a double on the air by the left fielder, and that scores 2 runs on the play.
And now that they got the 3 runs across to make it 15-5, that'll get the short game opportunity for the top of the 5th. And you love to see the aggressiveness for Eli because that could be run insurance right there.
Right. And now batting for the Hawks is Braden Sabo, who as well has reached base multiple times and has scored 2 times earlier in the game. Ooh. He looked like he wanted that pitch, but then he laid off, but it was still called a strike by the umpire anyways for strike 1. as for some reason they try to pick off Eli
He's
at second base, and the second baseman wasn't really even covering, so maybe some miscommunication there between the pitcher and the second baseman as the second baseman moves back to his natural position there. And Eli, he doesn't really have a big lead, so. And the pitch to Sabo. Curveball that hits him. Another hit batter in the game. And another 2-out rally for the Hawks. That brings up Ian Bollinger with guys on first and second, 2 outs. And it looks like as though Chester might just leave this guy in as they have no one warming up in the bullpen. Ooh. There's a strike low to Bollinger. And actually, the Hawks' offense has really been producing for them all game. The only two guys in this lineup who haven't scored has been Ian and Nick Chambers. A lot of guys producing for the Hawks.
who is now Brady Biffers. He entered for himself. Which
Right.
was, I believe,
Chambers
last inning.
exited the game last inning when Brady Biffer went in to hit for himself. And there on the pitch, the pitcher might have got crossed up as the catcher tried to block it, but really it looked like it could have been a strike, and he dropped it, and on that drop ball, the runners advanced to second and third. So now a good RBI opportunity for Ian Bollinger. And that brings it to a 1-1 count, so good spot for Bollinger to drive something here. There's a big hole up the middle, and the left fielder's still playing very deep. There's a ball in and low to Bollinger that brings it 2-1. Ian looking locked in at the plate right